Hello. Today we are reacting to Double Standards Be Like. Let's get into it.
Alright, today we're talking about double standards in society. And also we're deciding if they're stupid or not. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to start off with double standards that apply to men. First up, being short. Look, bro. Being short as a man is one of the most unfortunate things that could happen to you. Especially
one of the most unfortunate things. I don't think that's true necessarily. Like, yes, being short kind of like puts you at a disadvantage sometimes for certain things, but also it could be an advantage. Like short people, for instance, live longer than taller people, like on average. They have less joint pain in life, less prone to like injury due to falling and stuff like that. I don't know. Like there's pluses and minuses, things that like go into being short. Like maybe you can't reach things higher up, or sometimes women don't prefer you strictly on your height, even when you probably have everything else like going for you. I don't know, man. Just keep your heads up, people. No matter like what you have going on with you, you can't let a physical attribute or some other things be your deciding factor. Like this is the life that you got, and you got to make the most of it, no matter what.
Especially in this society where every woman wants a 6'6", 10-inch guy who also owns a scat pack and traps and scams, but somehow is a D1 basketball player. Don't ask me how it makes sense. Like when you're short as a guy, you get less respect. All your friends be clowning you because of your height. Most women will curve you if you're under 5'5", even the ones shorter than you, which we will get into later. The only way to get around this is by simply just.
I feel like it really depends on how the person carries themselves. You know, I've seen shorter dudes. You know, maybe it's because like they had a lot of money or I don't really know their whole. Shorter dudes pulling women or with beautiful like women that normally you would think like, oh man, how the hell did he get her? You know, like it's really about how you carry yourself. I think having a lot of bread or having maybe a lot of clout, who knows? But there's a lot of things that can go into it. But just regardless, keep your heads up.
Being that you either got to be hella rich, be hella clouded, or
okay, there you go.
And see, honestly, if you're a girl, you're tall, I can understand you not liking short men. I mean, who the fuck wants to bend down just to kiss their nigga? Like, let's just be real. My problem with this double standard.
I'm sorry, I keep pausing. Would y'all date a girl that's like significantly taller than you? Like, I'm not talking about like, oh, like y'all are kind of the same height. Like, she's noticeably taller than you. Like, people can notice that without like a shadow of the doubt. I don't know. I would. I feel like that would be kind of. It wouldn't be anything different than like dating someone that's tall. I feel like if you like the person, you like the person, you know, and you can't really let what other people think decide that for you. So do what makes y'all feel right.
Is when y'all shorter women refuse to date shorter guys too. Like how the hell are you gonna be 4'11" talking about you can't date a guy that's under 6 foot? Like bitch, who the fuck do you think you are? You honestly think that your short ass is too good to date a short guy? Like you can't be a 4'11" girl trying to fuck a 6'6" guy, bro. Like his dick is not gonna fit. You gotta be realistic here, baby. There's a reason why Shaq and his old wife didn't work out. Every time they got done fucking, it would be like she had her period. Blood everywhere. Call the ambulance.
All right.
Like I know y'all females want to live out your tall man NBA player fantasies, but you just gotta understand if you're 5'2" or below, that shit would just not go. The next double standard.
All right.
Oh God. Whenever a man is broke in society, he's just considered a bum. Like it doesn't matter the stage of life he's in either. Like he could just be a broke college kid trying to make it by. The only thing everyone sees is a
okay, yeah. I think being broke is like almost like a mindset. Like yes, sometimes you can have, you know, not a lot of money on you or not a lot of money to your name. But like if you're living within your means or you have goals and aspirations that you aspire to be, you know, at a different position than where you are, like people look like bums or look broke or whatever when they're living out of their means and like trying to do more than what they have, you know. That's when it looks like bummy. So I don't know, man. Just don't live outside of your means. Don't try to flex. Don't try to wear crazy brands when like you don't even have a bed to sleep on, you know. Like it doesn't make sense. People do crazy things to look more rich than they actually are. Like just work on getting some more money. That's really it.
Broke nigga. Like bitch, the books don't pay themselves. Like where do you think my money's going? And if you even dare to ask for money as a man, you will be ridiculed, laughed at, and straight up told to get a job, little nigga, by all of your friends and peers. And when you go to actually get that job, if it's not a rapper, trapper, or basketball player, then you're finna get called a bum too. And let you work a minimum wage fast food job. Oh buddy, you're finna get cooked. Anytime you try to talk to a girl,
I feel like people that are working minimum wage are either like young or really trying to like get off the ground doing, you know, something to get the ball rolling for them. Maybe they, you know, were in prison or in jail or just couldn't get qualified for something, at least they have a job, you know? Like at least they're trying or working for themselves. Like people that look down on people like that is just, you need to stay away from those kind of people. If you're looking down on someone that work in a minimum wage job, like somebody needs to do these things. And thank you guys for being there to do it. And I'm sure they're working to pay for something that, you know, they pay for their living or their livelihood, or working towards getting some, saving up to buy. Who knows? You know, you never know anybody's position. Like, I don't know. You shouldn't really look down on people for working a job that you deem like ungrateful or less than. It's a shame.
Finds out that you work at Subway, you will simply just never hear from her again. Better start trapping, buddy, because that's the only way you can get some pussy. But if a girl is broke in this society, then all of a sudden she's just a hard-working queen trying to make it through life. Like the girl could be a broke bum in the trenches, no kids, 3 STDs, and the only way she makes a little bit of money is from her OnlyFans, and approximately 5 down bad pay for her on a monthly basis. But for some reason, she'll just be labeled as a girl that's in between jobs. Like, bitch, no, there's just a lot of niggas in between them legs. And if you ever catch a girl working that same minimum wage Subway job, all of a sudden she's a hard-working queen. Meanwhile, the man is just a broke bitch. Like, how the fuck does that make sense? If a regular guy comes up to these same broke females, all of a sudden you have to have 6 figures to be her nigga. Like, bitch, you work at Wendy's. What the fuck are you talking about? Next is being fat.
So, I don't know. I feel like that specific double standard, I feel like that's more of like an American thing, because I don't know, in traveling I feel like I've noticed that people have different kinds of perspectives on these things, and it feels like people are more mature in other parts of the world, and it just seems like people really focus on other people's money very hard, like in Western society, or at least in America. And it's kind of sad. Like everybody's going through their own thing. I feel like the internet and social media kind of like muddied people's brains on what it is to like have a normal life. Like the social media like portrays people that are living extravagant lives because that's what brings attention, you know, extravagance. You know, you get a lot of clicks, get a lot of views on your content, and people start to think that that's normal. Like that's what people do for a living, is just be extravagant. And that's not the case. Like social media kind of skewed people's views on what's normal.
Being fat as a man is way different than being fat as a woman. Like, if you're a fat man in this society, you're just automatically above. Everybody will be clowning you. You will get zero respect from anybody. And if you ever try to dare talk to a female as a fat man, you will either get laughed at or they just won't even respond, which is probably the best option, honestly. And the thing that makes this standard so special is that it doesn't matter if you're a celebrity and you're fat. You're still going to get clowned. Like, do any of y'all remember that whole Gunna slander trend that happened back a couple years ago? People on the internet were literally crying this man Gunna for just being a little bit overweight, bro. Okay, well,
that's
still,
true. He wasn't even like
fat, bro.
he wasn't even like that fat. Like, yes, he was like, you know, maybe obese, but he wasn't like on some 400 plus pound like TLC show fat. You know, he was that's crazy. Yeah, I remember people were slandering his name just for being a little overweight. Even with what's his name, Zion Williamson. Granted, he's a professional athlete and should take his diet and nutrition and physical fitness seriously to perform at the highest level of his game, but people are slandering Zion Williamson in the NBA just for being like thicker than the rest of the NBA players. Thicker was probably not the right word. He holds more fat than the average NBA player. Okay, let's go there.
Y'all niggas was cooking this man. Like, you dead ass couldn't scroll on TikTok without seeing a Gunna slander video. And again, Gunna wasn't even that fat, bro. Like, I guarantee he was only 2 heartbreaks away from being slim. So imagine what people like DJ Khaled or Rod Wave had to go through. But when it comes to women, all of a sudden we're all about body positivity now. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of my face with this bullshit, bro. Like, if you say anything bad about a fat woman, even if it isn't related to her being fat, all of a sudden you're fat phobic, you're fat shaming, and now your career, life, and job is all over. But honestly, if we're gonna shame fat people,
true. I feel like, people shouldn't be like flaming anybody for their obesity or their weight. You know, granted, it could be a health problem, but like that's not you to like shame them and make them feel bad for it. Like maybe try to encourage them in a better way. But like, yeah, if you make fun of somebody on the internet these days, and it's like, I don't know, it makes it to HR at your job or something like that, like you will really get fired for some real like lunch table roasts. Like it's not even, oh man, it's crazy what the internet can do to people's careers these days. good and bad.
Same energy for both sides, or just don't do it at all. Next is sexual arousal. See, this one is one of the most confusing to me, I'm not gonna lie. See, if a woman's vagina doesn't get wet for a guy's dick, for whatever reason, the guy gets blamed. But if a guy can't get hard for a girl, then all of a sudden, he's gay. Or he just has erectile dysfunction, which I don't know about y'all, that shit just doesn't make sense to me. So if a girl isn't attracted to a guy, it's his fault. But if a guy isn't attracted to a girl, it's also his fault. How does that make sense? It's like you're trying to blame the whole situation on a guy. Like, if you're a guy, you can't get hard for a girl, you're just not attracted to that girl. That's simply all that is. It's no, he could've get me wet, or she could've get me hard. No, y'all just not attracted to each other. Y'all shouldn't be fucking. That's really all that is.
I mean, there could be a lot of things into that, you know. Alcohol could have been a problem. Sometimes people drink too much alcohol and then, you know, shit downstairs stops working when it needs to. Or, I don't know, maybe you been wearing pants that are too tight and now also something ain't working like it's supposed to. Or maybe someone's dehydrated, and I don't know, it's a lot of things, but people are so quick to jump on to like very dramatic responses to things. And it's like, man, people just need to have like better communication with one another. Like, say what's going through y'all's minds, or what's the problem, you know? A lot of things can be accomplished with good communication.
For whatever reason in society, it's shamed upon for a guy not to be able to get hard for a girl. But if a girl don't get wet for a guy, then simply the guy just didn't do enough. That's never made sense to me. That's a weird double standard, and we need to fix that. Moving on though. Next, we got double standards for women. First up is being a hoe. See, hoe is one of the worst things you can call a woman. Because overall, being a hoe in society as a woman is one of the most frowned upon things. Your friends gonna look at you differently. Your family definitely gonna look at you differently. Especially your dad. Oh my God, he will be ashamed. And also, most importantly, men will look at you differently. Like, once men find out that you're a hoe, they will not take you seriously at all. Like, they might act like they taking you seriously. But at the end of the day, there's only one goal in mind. And if they gotta manipulate you to get to that goal, they will do it. But as soon as they find out how many bodies you got, they will flee the scene and just recommend you to one of their homies. But to be honest, it's crazy how much women will get back.
Does body count matter to y'all? Like, okay, say the person that you're, you know, messing with, there are no STDs or anything like that. There's no complications due to, you know, their past relationships. But say you found out that their body count was however high it needs to be for it to be, you know, a problem for you. Like, why is it a problem? Like, what makes it a problem? Why is that number for you? Granted, no, obviously you don't want a girl that can easily be had by anybody, you know, but at the same time, like, can a person not have a past? Like, say they were, you know, doing, you know, a hoe phase. They were going through a hoe phase in the past, and that's ended. Now they're with you, like, loyally. Would you continue to date them if you know that they had a hoe phase or something like that? Like, they're the same person that you were already in love with. Like, what is... I don't know, man. Some people play too much into this. And I feel like they also care about what other people think. Like, oh man, what are the other people going to think if they know that my girl... Nobody cares. Nobody knows. Like, do you? If y'all are happy, continue to be happy, man. I don't know. People let this stuff... And once again, I feel like this is a very like Western society, or at least American kind of mindset. Because in other parts of the world that I've been, this type of mindset is not even like an issue or brought up like that. So it's, I don't know, it's just weird.
Dash for being hoes. But when it comes to men though, it's a completely different story. Men will get praised for being hoes, bruh. The more bodies you get, the more praise you will get. If you're a hoe as a man, most men will look at you like you're that nigga. Your friends gonna love you, your dad gonna be proud of you, and little boys will look at you as a role model. Because I mean, we all know the old saying, a key that can open any door is a good key. But a door that opens to any key has STDs. But one thing that I always find funny is that a guy can have over 1,000 bodies, 6 baby mamas, 5 kids, 15 STDs, 2 of which are not curable. Whenever he finds out a girl he's talking to has over 1 body, he has a goddamn panic attack. Over here talking about, oh hell no, no girl of mine will be a hoe. I need me a woman of God. We know what ticket you booked, bro. Don't try to switch up now. By the way,
I don't know. I feel like that kind of mentality comes with like insecure people. You're hoeing around yourself, and then the person that you're dating can't have a pat. Like, it's just weird. Like, it's like a weird mentality, like almost like some sort of women have no rights kind of mentality, in my opinion. It's kind of weird.
God. Next up is beauty standards. Like, in all honesty, nowadays, looks is most women's #1 value. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit about, oh, women aren't just about looks, they have way more to offer. Duh. But if we're being very real here, not everybody's gonna be Katherine Johnson, bitch. Most women will have to rely on their looks to honestly get a man, which causes them to use heavy makeup, get plastic surgery done to their body. But guys, on the other hand, we don't gotta worry about that problem. Because if you're ugly as a guy, all you really have to do is just learn how to manipulate women. By the way, I do not do this. If you do that or get a little bit of money, you will be fine. I've seen way more ugly guys pull bad females than ugly girls pull attractive men. But as a woman, if you don't put some makeup on or get BBL, you're cooked. I ain't gonna lie. Next double standard. Women's hygiene products in birth.
I don't know about the manipulating like women thing, because like that's not my bag. I don't understand what's going on with that. But I do feel like attraction low-key goes both ways, you know. Obviously the girl's gonna want to be attracted to you. Maybe it goes less in the favor of girls needing to be attracted to the man, because if the guy got a lot of money or a guy got a lot of clout, then I feel like that's already a level of attraction for the woman to like the guy more. But still, I feel like attraction to like low-key gets you into the door of wanting to get to know somebody, and maybe their personality and everything else can raise your attraction level towards them. But unfortunately, like, you gotta have looks if you want to, you know, be even considered by people sometimes these days. Like, it's the evil world we live in, man.
Birth control. Alright, bro. I'm finna get some hoes on this one. When you really think about it, it's kind of crazy that women have to pay so much money for their hygiene products. Like, they literally bleed out of their coochie one time every single month. Imagine bleeding out of your asshole or just your dick. That will be painful. Nobody wants to do that. Like, I feel like the least we could do is at least lower the price a little bit, because it shouldn't be that expensive. And also, men don't really understand what birth control can do to a woman's body. And the men that do know, honestly, just don't really care. I mean, girls just be popping that shit like candy when it really does affect their body very poorly. Like, that shit can give you mood swings. It makes you gain weight. Also, in some situations, it can mess with your fertility. Like, women are taking risks by going on birth control. Like, I guarantee if men could take birth control, most men probably would. Okay, let's just be real here. We definitely would. Like, you're telling me I could bust as many times as I wanted any girl's coochie without having to worry about a kid? Like, come on, bro. I'm finna take the opportunity. Like, let's just be real. Hell, I'll even be a test subject if you need one. I ain't going. But men in general honestly have to stop
or protection
to just take these shits. Moving on, though. This double standard is as old as time itself. Women are expected to be able to cook, make sure there's not a single speck of dust on even the ceiling fans, and still be able to take care of 3 kids by herself, which all separately.
Hold up, before I go, I meant to say that birth control being hella expensive is crazy, but maybe it's almost like a thing to deter you from wanting to need it or something like that. Nah, they make it expensive because they know people will do anything to have it. Like, it's like a very necessary thing, and it's like, what are you gonna do, not have it or not buy it? So like, they make it expensive because they know you need it, which is so fucked. But at the same time, please, y'all, wrap it up. Wear protection. Don't just stick the things in and forget that you have a life after this, you know? Like, there's things that you didn't account for, you didn't plan for. Are you trying to have a kid right now? Wrap it up, man. It's a damn shame what y'all doing.
Women are expected to be able to cook, make sure there's not a single speck of dust on even the ceiling fans, and still be able to take care of 3 kids by herself, which all separately isn't that hard. But when you put that shit together, it's a lot harder than you think. Like, I guarantee if you give a man that much responsibility, bro, he's driving to the nearest adoption center immediately, bro. Like, if you give me one
That's crazy.
That'll be my 13th reason. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because no matter what any man says, that shit is not easy. These single moms need more credit. Just mothers in general, too. And also, as a man, you have to learn how to cook, bro. You just go DoorDash and eat McDonald's all the time, bitch. Learn how to cook, bro. But besides all that,
yeah, cooking really not that difficult, man. You can make it difficult if you want to, but like, there's so many different things you can make with very simple ingredients, like making pasta, making eggs, making burritos, tacos, like just watch a few videos on how to make simple items, and let that like build your library in your head on things to cook and things you can cook, and eventually you'll have a library in your head of so many different recipes. People will consider you a good cook. I wouldn't consider myself a good cook yet. I'm still building that library, but like, I cook pretty often.
Pretty much it. Appreciate all y'all for watching. Go follow the Instagram right here. Go follow the Twitter right here.
His video will be linked in the description of this video. But guys, yeah, double standards. it's really sad that things can go both ways. I feel like a lot of that comes from genders having like largely different roles back in the past, and kind of these things, the mentality kind of flows with generation to generation. But I do think a lot of these things are like slowly on the decrease. Maybe not the some of the dating ones, because I feel like some of the dating ones, well, the social media kind of skews people's views on how the world works. But I don't know. Hopefully people just like gain perspective on reality and get people a chance. Be nicer to each other, y'all. It's only one world we got and one planet we got, one life you get to live. Why not be a positive light to those around you? So that's what I gotta say to that. But thank y'all for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch y'all next time.